You have embarked on a sacred mission. You have been chosen to defend the realm of Earth in a tournament called Mortal Kombat.
Defended from who?
Your world is but one of many realms. One of them is a forsaken land called Outworld, ruled by an immortal who has crowned himself emperor. Now he seeks a new world to conquer and enslave.
Oh, wait a second. If this guy is so powerful, then why doesn't he just invade us?
To enter the realm of Earth, the Emperor's demon sorcerer Shang Tsung and his warriors have to win 10 straight victories in Mortal Kombat. They have won 9. This will be the 10th tournament.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
This is Cheapseat Reviews.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Cheapseat Reviews, the podcast that explores the Hollywood film industry for the greater good. This is episode 164, and today we are talking about Mortal Kombat. I thought about screaming it, but then I realized that would probably hurt my throat. I am Sean Orrid. Yeah, and I'm Sean Orrid, and joining me tonight is Andrew, Outworld equals Detroit, Jemison.
Yeah. Hello. It's good to see everybody.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, Christopher Lambert. Nice to see you too, pal.
It's French.
Yeah. Sort of. He's an interesting individual. And by the way, the entire movie, I thought it was at World because everyone says at World. And it wasn't until I was reading the description because
it's all-terrain world. That's just an acronym.
Yeah, AT, all-terrain world. Yeah, until I actually saw in the IMDb that it was Outworld. But everyone said at World. Anyway.
Not in World. That's where the cool kids go.
Right. We're in World, man. Corny. Damn, what a waste of food, Logan.
Damn, why did that one black fighter have to die?
Oh. I don't know, pal. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. Okay. That's it? Okay. And Sam, Sub-Zero is my Patronus Vector.
Get over here.
Wrong one.
Yeah,
I see what you did there.
But yes, nice.
Wait. Can we change that phrase to give me a beer?
Oh, sure.
Ooh, and what a cool superpower that'd be to be able to do that right
now.
To
manifest the beer at any given time?
Yep.
That would be
God, I couldn't imagine the drunk I would be. It would be incredible.
You would have to make sure that you buy beer cans that were like really strong because that thing seemed
you
kind
have
of
to get the metal ones.
Yeah, it's kind of deadly, right? Like it might like bite your beer can in half, and by the time it got back to you, it'd be leaky bear.
So then you'd have to drink it really quick.
Yeah, you have to drink it
really.
really.
Reach a certain age that leaky beer happens. Just like the shutter speed doesn't work the same as it used to.
Yeah, leaky beer.
So instead of
leakage,
that sounds like that sounds like a T-shirt. Leaky beer happens.
Leakage.
Ooh. Every time I hear that phrase, I think of the Robin Williams skit when they talk about like the side effects include anal leakage. That's not a side effect. That's an effect. You want to get out of the pool now, Bob? Anyway. This is 1990-somethings, 95's Mortal Kombat. The one, the only, the Mortal Kombat, based on the video game. And Andrew will fill us in on what more it is.
Well, I'll be damned.
3 unknowing martial artists.
Are they painters?
Why did you pause? Are you contemplating that any of them are actually martial artists?
Well,
or
I was trying to contemplate
one
whether
name.
or not that they knew they were martial artists, or whether or not that they knew what was going to happen to them.
All right, Sonny.
Let me start this over. 3 unknowing martial artists are summoned to a mysterious island, or
The most beautiful island where you take your summer break.
or outworld,
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
yeah,
to compete in a tournament whose outcome will decide the fate of the world.
pretty much.
Yeah. I think it's the plot of Sweet Home Alabama too, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe that's the director's cut has that. I don't know. Yes, the Paul W.S. Anderson movie, Mortal Kombat, and I'm really excited to talk about this one for many reasons. I think this movie is the reason why Cheap Seat Reviews exists. This is perfect for what we do. And I think the show tonight will be all the more fun that
We grew up on this.
No kidding. Yeah, and played the games and all that stuff. Yeah. And I have a little secret to admit that I'll admit later in the show.
You own this.
I do. I don't.
You don't?
No. Well, I
fill in that square, folks.
No, yeah, actually, you can't fill in that square.
Not unless you count Laserdisc and VHS and DVD and Blu-ray as owning it.
He's committed it to memory.
No, I actually don't.
He draws it out on a flip book.
Actually, no, and we'll talk about all of that when it's my turn for the thing. But it's Andrew's turn, as he always starts off, leads off, bat. Andrew, your initial thoughts, when was the last time you saw it and all that stuff?
Hell yeah. I'm all like this shit up. All right. So,
for those listening at home, by the way, I should just go ahead and preface. It's been, for the 4 of us, we've all had really long days. It's later than we normally record, and we're kind of like punch drunk, tired kind of a thing. And then 2 are just drunk. So this
punch.
So there's a very good possibility that this episode will be much
your
sillier.
Favorite.
Yeah, your favorite of all of them.
Of all times ever.
Yeah. I don't know. Created. Actually, the Kung Fury episode has gotten a lot of downloads. I'm just going to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to go see that again.
We've gotten downloads from other parts of because normally we have our consistent listener from England and Canada, but we also got some Middle East and Portugal.
And one from Pyongyang.
I wonder who that was.
Anyway, Andrew, Mortal Kombat, sir, if you please.
Mortal Kombat, like we have said, I have grown up on Mortal Kombat. I never owned a Sega, but God, did I want one. And so I had a friend that had one, and that's when I was introduced to Mortal Kombat. And he kept telling me that Katana eventually could take her clothes off if you beat the game.
It's not real.
And so I played that game nonstop.
Yes, because
thinking about a naked
16-bit,
electronic 24-bit character.
Yeah, well, yes.
With square boobs.
Yeah. That's not a whole lot of definition there.
Didn't we all?
But the movie itself, this is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, wow.
The last time I saw this movie was in 1998-ish.
Good for you.
I was in 9th grade. It was a Saturday back in the day,
wow,
which was a Saturday.
I remember it well.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I was playing a game.
It was it even
basement, and we decided that we should stop throwing tennis balls at each other's crotches.
It was a different time.
We should go watch the movie Mortal Kombat.
He had a strange friend, but okay.
So that's what I did. And back then, I thought it was awesome. But watching it again as an adult, as opposed to adult, I really thought this was the worst movie ever made. The dialogue was awful.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to defend this movie here, Andrew.
What?
We've seen way worse films on this podcast than this thing.
It's my turn. Shut up. So,
Inebriated Andrew is sassy. Okay.
So, what was I saying?
You're saying this is the worst
film. And not only was the dialogue bad and the acting was, but the acting, though, was awful. Hottie McPherson, that played the girl.
Yeah. Veronica Vaughn.
And I've seen her in things since this where she's okay. But this one was awful. And the Christopher Lambert?
Lambert.
Or Lambert?
Yeah.
Lambert. Let's just say Lambert. Lambert is gay as hell.
Well, that's what his name is, but fine.
Well, he's a moron.
Thank you for not saying the word. Okay.
Anyway.
I thought he did.
Well, the Skype bleep or Hangouts bleeped it out for me then.
His voice
is awful.
Bothered me the whole time. And then Johnny Cage is not what I think of when I think of Mortal Kombat. I think of Johnny Cage, his character, Lyndon Ashby, as more of a computer nerd type person rather than a fighter. Because in the video game, Johnny Cage, excuse me, I got my characters mixed up. In the video game, he was a bulky dude.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy had no bulk at all. And I just found issue with the storyline all the way through. I couldn't follow it.
Wait,
it was awful.
You couldn't follow this? This movie had one plot. Go fight in a tournament and win. That's it.
Why, though? Why?
Oh,
Save the Earth.
It just saved the Earth.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Save the Earth.
Why save the Earth? If I lived in a place like this,
we lived
shoot me. All right.
Why would you want to save the galaxy? Because I'm one of the idiots that lives in it.
Rooster Tail, by the way, if you didn't catch that.
Oh, wait, what? Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did that come out?
Oh.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry.
I didn't hear
I thought it, but I thought I would blepped it.
You blipped it.
God,
all right. Whoever's next, go. I'm done. F this movie.
I will say this movie was shit. Like, I agree with Andrew almost 100%. When I watched it as a kid, it was fun to watch, like, this video game become a movie. Actually, fun fact, I used to be thoroughly scared of this game. My buddy Brian, he had a Sega and I had a Sega, but he would play this game, and he would invite me over to watch him play because, you know, that's what you did back in the day. And I just didn't want to do it because blood and gore scared me. Little did I know I would meet Sam and understand that's just part of life. But no, I mean, it was fun to watch it back in the day, but God, watching it this time around, it was just the biggest pile of horseshit I think I've seen in a long time. Because we've had good movies lately, so it really made this hard to watch.
No, you're not wrong.
And you know, Kung Fury was weird, but in its weirdness, it was well done, I think. This just had things happening for no reason. Someone would fight someone or just flip over a table of some sort and then pose for no reason.
Thank you.
And that got to be not just one time, but two or three, and it got to be really hard to watch. You know, nostalgia purposes, it was great to do it, but for this movie, for this podcast, it's really hard to enjoy this, seeing all the things that we are now trained to pick up on. Raiden should have just killed the shit out of everyone when he had the chance. That would have fixed it all.
Yeah, well, his rules set didn't stay constant, so you know that's not or consistent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he could just do whatever he wanted to. He showed up and made people get out of his way. At that point in time, kill him, kill everybody. Like you look at me weird, zap him, zap the shit out of him. But that's just my opinion.
Okay. No. Hey. Well, that's fine. That's why we pay you to have your opinion.
That's right.
Sam.
Well, Mortal Kombat was big, really big in my childhood in terms of the underground video game usage. Nobody's parents wanted you to play it, but there's always that one kid you knew that had it. You'd go over there and play for 8 hours straight. Always horrible at that game, by the way. It's kind of like I am with what is the Mario Smash, or what is that?
Smash Brothers?
Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Or I just mash buttons. I can't seem to figure out how to do the strategy right. So I'm just kind of flailing everywhere in the game anyway.
Just choose Jigglypuff and go down.
Yeah.
Charge it
Chad,
up and go.
Yeah, just don't play Chad.
Yeah,
God rest his soul.
Because Kirby and death.
But anyway, and I have to keep going back to, this is probably the first movie that I can remember based on a video game that actually was successful and did well. I really had a great memory of this movie. I loved it. I had it on my Criterion collection. I had lots and lots of stuff surrounding this movie in terms of, I think I even had a movie poster from this thing. But I hadn't seen this thing since probably the late 90s. I don't know if it holds up all that well.
It's kind of like your grandma's boobs.
Yeah, it's sagging a bit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
oh God. Why?
And
almost to the point we can tuck them in the waistband.
Yeah,
they
get those blue veins and wrinkles and just kind of flop around a bit, and it's kind of like this movie.
Ever.
It's like a windsock.
But it doesn't hold up real well. It's interesting into the fact that they tried to make video game characters in a video game where all it is fighting each other makes sense and into a cohesive story. I think the story was cohesive. It was just stupid. But I kind of enjoyed it for the flashback to my childhood, but I kind of have to agree with Andrew and Corny that it doesn't really hold up to what we expect nowadays. If I was reviewing this thing in the mid 90s, this would be in my top 10. But nowadays it just, I don't know. It just didn't have that same magic for me. So how about you, Sean?
Oh, well, I'm in this kind of fun place where I'm going to have to defend this movie.
You shouldn't.
And I really shouldn't feel like I have to, but I do for some reason. So this is a movie that, with my buddy Steven and I, we probably watched, 30 or so times. A different friend of mine had it on Sega. The only character I was ever good at was Raiden.
That's because he's the whatchamacallit, the distance character.
Yeah,
the
he
fighter.
could. So could Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but like you could really just kind of stand back, throw lightning bolts, and do that thing across the whatever with the hat and hurt people. And so, but I could never get past Goro, which is fine. But anyway, I liked the game, the movie. I loved the movie as a kid. I mean, I say kid. I mean, I was in high school, 95, 96. I probably haven't seen this movie though in close to 15 years. It doesn't hold up well. The graphics are, PS1 level graphics. I mean, we're 2 years after Jurassic Park.
Rangers.
Well, I guess that too. Well, that Power Rangers, even the Power Rangers movie has some decent CGI. All the green screen was real bad. But the stuff that actually really bothered me was, so Bridget, what's her name? Veronica Vaughn.
Bridget Wilson.
Yeah, Bridget Wilson Sampras.
Wanda.
She's terrible in this movie. I mean, she's truly awful. I mean, literally, she's only there to be pretty because.
And she sucks at that.
Oh no, she's attractive.
No, I think she was very attractive.
Yeah, she's attractive.
Yeah, for a horse.
Oh my lord,
she was the Billy Madison girl too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. Veronica Vaughn is one nice piece of ace.
Oh, Veronica Vaughn, yeah.
Yeah.
She showed me her boobies and I liked them.
Right.
Wait.
No, wrong movie. But like, I could never buy her as a fighter because It looks so bad. And I was in the trivia. She did all of her own stunts. I wish she wouldn't have. She was genuinely terrible. Now, the Johnny Cage dude, who's done some other movies which I think are fine. He was in Wyatt Earp, which he was fine in. I liked the character, because you want that character he's kind of like the Iron Man, kind of snarky, asshole-ish, rich kind of dude, right? But he can actually fight. And I don't know. I thought he was fine, but and his action scenes were okay, and I have some really interesting trivia about them. And then guy what played Liu Kang, I thought, again, he was a terrible actor. But he doesn't have to act much in the movie. I mean, really, he doesn't have to, because most of his scenes are him fighting, which is fine. So, and then Christopher Lambert is horrendous. His accent is terrible. Most of my clips are of him because they're downright painful. I mean, that intro felt like 4.5 minutes, and it was under a minute of him talking.
You're defending the shit out of this movie, man.
I know.
Yeah, man.
My point is that I don't think this movie is it's certainly not the worst movie we've seen for this podcast.
No.
It's not even the worst thing we've seen in the last 2 months. Troll 2 is a worse movie than this.
Troll 2, yeah.
I really like Troll 2.
I had fun with it too, but it's a worse movie than this. This is a better movie than that. This is a better movie than Spectral. This is a better movie than. This is a better movie than Sin City 2. I would rather watch this
than Sin City 2.
Yeah,
To each his own.
So that's what I'm. So.
Although wait, never mind. What's her name was in Sin City 2.
Okay, fine. If you take out the fact that Jessica Alba is in it.
No.
It's a bad movie.
Want to touch the
Veronica
hiney.
Green or whatever her name was.
Oh, Eva Green?
Yeah, Eva Green.
Want to touch the hiney. Oh.
Yeah. But you're right. We have done some good movies recently. Okay, The Perfect Weapon was terrible.
Yeah.
With Speakman. So, anyway. I thought this movie, again, I think it's fine, and it's fun, and it's dumb. Yes, Andrew, you're right. The rules don't make sense.
Nope.
Who makes the rules? So if he's invading the Earth, what enforces the fact that he has to win 10 tournaments? God? The nature? Math? Who enforces this? It's an arbitrary thing. It makes no sense. And the fact that the fate of the world now comes down to these 3 idiots is sad. Raiden, what the F were you doing for the last 9 tournaments? You were terrible.
Getting blazed up.
Right, and then again...
Listening to Guar and throwing urine and blood on people.
Jesus.
He's getting blazed in the back of his winnie.
And then again with his rules, right? He's on the boat, when Sub-Zero and Scorpion come out, and then he comes in and electrocutes both of them and says, you can't interfere with the tournament. And then Shang Tsung says, well, I don't know. He says, the rules, and he's like, I can't go there. I can't go to the island, whatever. Everybody okay, Andrew?
God.
All right, you getting mad at something?
No.
Okay. just got really noisy on your end all of a sudden.
My bad.
You know what I expected, Sean?
What's that?
I expected a lot more blood.
I expected a good movie.
Well, that's your own expectations then. If you expected a good movie, there actually was originally. It was originally edited or filmed to be a hard R, and then they realized, we want the kids that played the video game to go watch this, so they edited the shit out of this movie.
Hard R would have been better, I think.
Well, I don't disagree, and we can talk about the recasting of this movie later and making it a hard R, which I think they should, because the new video game is freaking hard R. If you go watch the fatalities, just YouTube fatalities, the new Mortal Kombat, my gosh, it's awful. I could watch about 6 or 7 before my stomach starts getting weird. It's gross.
You don't need that spine. It's holding you back.
Yeah.
Nice callback.
Yes.
Back.
So anyway, I just the rules. Oh, yeah. My point was that Raiden isn't allowed. He has no, control on the island. Yet he threatens all those other ninjas, and then he threatens somebody else at one point. And then the rule is he can't go to At-World, whatever it's called. So it's like his rules, his rules never made any sense. And then it also didn't make sense why. So to me, the tournament should be bad guys versus Earth, right?
Yeah.
So why was Liu Kang fighting a human? Though he roared like a lion a couple times. And frankly, and Corny, by the way, well, he was a black guy who died, but the other black guy wasn't the first one to die. It was that one. But anyway.
That's true. That's true.
So different black guy dies first. I don't know. Roaring Lion Man. But I thought it was weird. Like, why is he fighting another
Sun song?
Do what?
Isn't that a Mumford & Son song?
Roaring Lion Man.
Little Lion Man.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm with you, Corny. It was funny.
You have to explain the joke, then it's not funny.
Yeah, I know. Then it's fine. Liu Kang is a dick. I also wrote.
You mean Liu Wang?
He could be. That's Little Wayne, right?
Little Wang.
Little Wayne. Not Little Wang. Maybe there is a Chinese version of him. I don't know.
Wow, it's funny and racist at the same time.
Well, yes, it is. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I already said something very terrible before the podcast started.
Yeah, you did. I'm glad I wasn't recording. Or maybe I was. I don't know.
Dude.
What?
He just ripped her rib cage out and then stabbed her through the head.
Yeah, are you watching some of those?
Yes.
They're gross, aren't they? Yeah, they're awful.
It's like what you do to high school students whenever they bother you. Is that the new rule now? You can.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Or it's what happens when you fly American Airlines or something like that.
Oh yes.
So I'm gonna make my admission of whatever.
Guilt?
No, not guilt, but of not knowing. So when I watched this movie, the dozens of times that I watched it with Steven, I did not play Mortal Kombat 2 ever. I only ever played the first game.
Okay.
So, like, Reptile was not in the first game. He was only in the second one. Neither was Katana. She was only in the second one, which she was terrible, too, by the way. She was awful in this movie. Her fighting was terrible, and whenever she spoke, she was terrible. She was just pretty. So when Cage goes to... You didn't like either one of the two women in this movie?
Dude.
Nah.
God, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Beer goggles are making the girls go the other direction for you.
Standards.
They're both lovely women. What is wrong with you?
Yeah,
Anyway.
say so.
I bet you they're ruined by now, though.
Well, yeah, they've had kids,
Sam,
but
why?
yeah, everyone in this podcast is awful, including myself. I said everyone. What was I going to say? Damon, I don't know. Andrew's weird comments are throwing me off. I just don't.
It's not me for once.
I just don't understand how you don't find them attractive.
My mission is accomplished.
Oh no. So at the end of the fight with Johnny Cage and Scorpion blows up, and then there drops a there's a note, right? It's a picture, right? It's of him with its signs, Johnny Cage. Well, for years, and I mean years, I thought that Scorpion had that on him, and when he blew up, that fell out of his pocket as a way of saying, I was a fan of Johnny Cage, and now I'm dead. Forever. And it was literally like within the last 5 years before someone said something, mentioned that movie, and they thought it was funny that they did the friendship fatality. And I was like, holy shit, is that what that was? I had no idea because I didn't play the second game. So that because in the second game,
you ruined your whole viewing of this.
It really changed everything. So anyway, there's that. They also kept saying flawless victory when it wasn't. That drove me kind of crazy.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
And then the other thing that really bothered me, okay, not the only other thing, there was more things that bothered me. It was when Johnny Cage goes to fight Goro, he's like, trust me, I have a plan. Was the whole plan just the dick punch?
You know, sometimes that's the only plan you need.
Because he doesn't. But like, are you thinking that that's gonna kill him? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna kill him. It's gonna hurt like hell, but it's not gonna kill him.
I'm gonna punch him in his four
this guy,
testicles.
this guy's a monster. You know, what if his reproductive organs were like in his ears or something?
Right. Like,
What
what
if
if
those people have theirs?
he's a Balchinian? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he like runs to the ledge and then looks all weird and scared, and then he does the line and then he kicks him off and he dies. But like, it makes it seem like the whole plan was just to punch him in the dick. So
that's usually my plan.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if Chad were here, God rest his soul, he might remember the
getting punched in the dick.
You mean
DBZ abridged line where there's a they do funnier versions of DBZ movies and episodes, and it's one where they fight Cooler, and they just keep saying the phrase, "Why does he keep punching me in the dick?" I figured this is one of those moments.
No.
Because apparently you can just beat people by punching them in the dick repeatedly.
It's a good point, though. I mean, you hit me in the dick and it's going to hurt.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to pretty much hurt anyone.
For all you out there listening that don't have male genitalia, to be quite honest, it doesn't really hurt to get punched in the dick.
What? It's the balls is what hurts.
The testicles that hurt.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean,
that's why mine often retreat.
It's a defense mechanism.
Strategic retreat.
That's funny.
Or you mean strategic retreat? No?
Oh, that's not going to be the title. I'm just going to be honest with you. Anyway.
Anal leakage! Did it.
Sean, I think you've lost complete control.
I've never had it. It's fine. It's fine. In fact, while you guys are bantering on, I was actually looking for...
Join me. We could be brothers. We are so alike. It's almost like we finish each other's balls. What?
I was looking for that. Anyway. I love it. Okay. Ultimate dick punch. Okay, so...
Okay.
I like the guy what played Shang Tsung, Kerry Takawa. I think he's great in everything he's in. We've seen him in The Phantom as pirate guy.
That's right.
We saw him in some other stuff. Ooh, microphone.
Oh my God.
He's a bad actor in that one too.
I think he's fine.
In this movie, yeah.
He's fine. He doesn't have to do much. He just has to look angry and say things like,
"It has begun."
Yeah, or say things like,
flawless victory.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
Yeah, just stuff like that. I mean, he doesn't have to do much.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know. I can't hear over the synthesizer. Other than that, so like back to Bridget Wilson, Veronica Vaughn. Her fight with Kano was painful, and like not. It was awful. And then I always got grossed out when he was like when she was about to snap his neck, like he's spitting all over her leg, and all I could think of was, ew, he's spitting on you. So anyway, it's fine. Why there's a hot blonde girl running around in China? Why there's one in China with a shotgun? I don't know, but I'm sure that seems normal.
Yeah. Every group has that.
Yeah, that seems totally fine. I used to think that the little monster that came out of his hand looked really good. It doesn't.
What is it now?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, get over here. You want to see the little monster in my hand?
Gosh. Oh, I'm gonna have to put an explicit tag on this episode. Reptile animation was real bad.
Yeah, that kind of always bothered me. Not only in the sense that the animation was bad, but Reptile was always been one of the fighters that looked like, Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Why not just make him do that? There's no need to change that.
Oh, why make him actually look like a little goblin raptor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's no need for that whatsoever.
There wasn't, and he looked terrible. How is Kano a bad guy boss? He's so flippin' stupid. Bosses usually are smart, because like Kingpin, smart dude. Like Godfather, smart guy. Like usually bad guys are smart. He was ignorant. I don't know how he could be a bad guy. Maybe because of the cool glowing eye thing. I don't know.
He's Australian. That's why.
Oh, is that why?
Can't trust him. It's a prison colony, right?
Why does everyone else get an audience for the fight except Scorpion in the Johnny fight? I thought that was kind of funny. Scorpion would kill him if all he had to do was take one step forward when he was just inches away from his face. So I want to talk about that real quick. So there were several reshoots. So when they did the original edit of the movie, they came back and basically the audience was like, it's kind of boring. There's not enough fighting. So they went back and did some reshoots. Now, you may or may not have noticed that there is significant difference in quality of the fight choreography between, let's say, when Sonya was fighting, right? Because again, she's terrible. But like when Liu Kang was fighting, the actor Robin Thicke,
yes,
Robin Shao, he did all of his own fight choreography, and I thought his were pretty good. And then the Johnny Cage's fight. Now he only has. Right, he only has 2 fights, right? And he fights Scorpion, and then he fights Goro. That's it, right?
And he fights the chumps at the beginning of the movie that
right
worth a damn.
Right, so those guys are awful. Like that fight scene, fine, whatever. But then he fights some other chumps later on, which is whatever. And so then when he fights Scorpion in the original version, he shadow kicks Scorpion to death. And then they said, we want more, so they did the whole Scorpion turns into Nightcrawler.
Bamf.
Thank you. And they go to, I guess, hell or whatever that place is.
Yes.
And then they have the new fight
Detroit.
and then they have the new fight with him screaming, "Get down here!" and all that stuff. And that fight I thought was really good because Robin Shao was the one that did that fight choreography, and that one was part of the reshoot. And I actually thought that fight was probably one of the better ones, honestly, because there's a lot of props being used, and there's a lot of
gymnastics.
There's some gymnastics. Gymnastics, yeah. I would actually
didn't kill a raptor with it.
I was actually going to say more like, yeah, you're right.
And let's watch the dismount. Excellent form, very good.
More like Razor Shield Ex Machina. Captain America's shield shows up. But I thought that fight was actually pretty good. And I thought that the what was the other one? The Sub-Zero fight was pretty good too.
Sorry.
Andrew, your motor skills go to shit when you've drunk or drink.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting that they had to do those reshoots, and again, I thought the fighting was fine. I mean, it's 90s action, so it's like if you're not a main villain, then one punch and you're down kind of stuff. But it's fine. It's fine.
I think the problem with that is, all right. So yeah, we've got 90s action fighting. I get that. One punch, bad guy goes down. A kick, and they do a 720 spin, and then they fall. But the storyline just it's so inconsistent that it makes that fighting look worse. I guess that makes sense.
Sort of. What part of the storyline are you bothered by? I mean, other than the gaping plot holes of why there's a tournament in the first place. I mean, other than that.
Like, well, no, I mean the tournament I actually do understand. It's video, that's the video game thing. It has to be done. But in terms of, let's say, okay, so the whole exchange with Johnny Cage. All right, I want to fight Goro. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. If you win, then I get to choose who I want to fight at any given time. At that point in time, I'd have been like, wait, does that mean you could fight, like, Sonya? Because she's awful. Yeah, let's not do that. I take that back. I don't want to do that.
Well,
like, that should have been a thing. These guys are protecting the Earth. Raiden should have been like, whoa. You can't do that. Instead, he was like, good, they're finally getting it. No, that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah. Well, you're not wrong in that. I mean, I basically, we had to turn the only female, well, not the only female, the only other female into the damsel in distress and put her in a kind of sexy dress and tease her hair for some reason.
Yeah, which is another why. There's no need for that. So did Shane the Sun just have those clothes waiting?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, shit. Like, okay, again,
don't you?
Who is your audience for this movie? It's 12 to 18-year-old boys who played the video game. Like,
that's also very true.
Oh, we're gonna have the only, like, really the attractive girl, in a dress and tie her up and whatever, and fine, okay. And then we'll do the trope where she has to spit in the bad guy's face because she can't punch him. Like, all right, fine.
They also went after the girls that watched Pocahontas.
Huh?
What?
As their target audience.
Why? I don't get the joke.
I didn't mean for it to be a joke.
Okay, are we... have we gotten to the part of Andrew's inebriation where he just stops making sense?
No, her dress looks like Pocahontas' dress.
Oh,
I get it now.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just gonna say, did they choose a?
I was thinking of, like, did someone
male to?
Yeah, or did someone say something like "Colors of the Wind" or something? I didn't know. Fine, good job, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Go drink some coffee.
Your coffee.
Like, oh, thank you. You're saying I'm strong and black, with a spoon in me.
Yeah, thank you.
I did like the fun when he punched him in the balls. He said, "Man, that hurt." That cracked me up. No, Corny, I mean, I see your point. Like, there's a lot of the movie that just doesn't make sense. They just do things to do things. Like,
it's just one fight scene to get to the other fight scene.
Well, and that's one of the things I actually kind of like about the movie is they're not wasting time trying to give me plot. Literally, once the tournament starts, it's just fight scene until, for some reason, there's this weird relationship between Johnny Cage and Sonya that comes out of nowhere, and he has to do the noble thing and protect her, and she's all whatever about it, and then he fights Goro, and then she gets kidnapped, and then fight scene credits. So, I mean, I actually liked the movie because of that, because they're not trying to make the movie more than what it is. They tried that with Super Mario Brothers and other really bad video game adaptations. I think you mentioned someone mentions that this is one of the most successful video game adaptations. I think you're right. Mm-hmm. And probably, I mean, financially, I think Resident Evil is probably the most successful. Just because it's like a franchise of like 6 movies now. Mm-hmm. But
with Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Wasn't he in that one?
Resident Evil?
He was the Blade. He was in Blade. Never mind.
Yeah, Blade 3. Yeah. And yeah, I was trying to think, are you making a joke that Mia Jovovich looks like a dude? Like, I didn't know what the joke was. It wasn't a joke. It was just Sam.
Lilo Dallas Multipass.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I don't think I've seen a single Resident Evil ever movie.
Good for you.
No, that's fine. They're fine.
I just haven't had I don't know.
Just haven't had a taste for
desire to see it.
They're fine. I mean, it's a zombie movie. I've seen all but the last one. Heck, I went and saw the 3rd and 4th ones, I think, in the theater.
Were you drunk?
No, they were like dollar theaters or like
Oh, that's okay.
Like a matinee bit, in the summer.
Not a real theater.
Well, it was a real theater, but it was real cheap.
Well, where they let people pee in the corner.
No, I don't have that here. Do you have that where you live?
Well, I mean, just because they don't like advertise it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I mean,
that's true. I'm looking.
They have a little sign that says "Outworld," and people go over there.
I'm looking at movies. So the movies that are based on video games.
And people peeing in the corner.
That too. Mario Brothers, awful. Double Dragon, awful. Though I used to watch that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Street Fighter, awful. Mortal Kombat, I think it's actually not bad. Wing Commander, which we've seen, awful. I'm not counting the Pokemon movies because they're cartoons. Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, fine. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, terrible. Resident Evil, fine. Lara Croft 2, fine.
I kind of like the Final Fantasy Spirits Within.
I thought it was terrible.
Wait, which one was that?
I thought it was the first real lifelike
CGI bit.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. The Advent Children. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh.
That one was fantastic because it's Sephiroth. It's based on Final Fantasy VII.
Advent Children. I don't.
You need to watch that one.
Okay.
It is just the best.
Apparently,
I'm not saying that jokingly. I mean, it really is very good.
Apparently, there's an Angry Birds 2 coming out.
Wait, what?
See,
Yeah.
I think that I prefer Super Mario Brothers to this movie.
What?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a nostalgia thing.
Can we have this conversation next week when you're sober? Because I can't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
It's like verbal diarrhea.
I mean, really?
Oh, wait. In the same, I'll say this. In the same vein that you like this movie, Sean, in that movie is for him a very nostalgic thing. It's gonna, I could see that being a thing. I'm trying to help.
Like, I know that movie's a bad movie, but this movie's a bad movie too. And if I'm picking bad movies to watch, I think I would rather watch Mario.
But what is redeeming in that movie?
Not a damn thing. But,
exactly. But
no, there's not in this either.
Yes, there is. There's
pretty things to look at in this movie. Like even the cinematography, where they are, and things like that are at least interesting.
Yeah, the fighting choreography is good. It's not great, but it's good. It's not Jackie Chan or Jet Li quality, but it's for the 90s. It's good.
Power Ranger quality.
I think it's better than Power Rangers, but this is not bad. I just don't get it. Like, yeah, okay, the movie's it's a shit film. I'll admit it. It's a shit film. But Mario Brothers is like, I would only watch it for this podcast. I mean, the actors themselves had to be drunk to film the movie. I don't know. I just find nothing redeeming in that movie. Even the only female in the movie isn't even attractive. Well, there's actually two, and neither one of them are attractive.
Her more attractive than I'd find these two.
There's something wrong with you. But that's okay. It's fine.
That's okay.
It's fine. You're just smoking crack. It's cool. And Sam's on his phone.
Sorry, I figured out my third movie for the top three.
No, good.
Oh shit.
Yeah, by the way, do that thing.
This moment of silence is brought to you by Corny didn't do his homework.
So I really wished, so that, when Reptile got thrown into that statue and then became Reptile, and then you hear the voiceover go, Reptile, and then they started fighting, I kind of wanted that for everyone.
So you knew who exactly they were?
Yeah. I mean, I know that, like, sometimes...
Like Scorpion is so hard to know who he is.
I mean, I know we all know who they are, but, like...
He looks just like Iceman over there.
Except that he's got a yellow shirt instead of a blue shirt. I kind of would have liked that, though, personally. You could make it a video game.
I'm thinking back to the game, and I may be confused here, but weren't there like 2 or 3 more with the same outfit with the different colors?
Knives Sabat. You had Sector.
Again, we're getting past even
it's
2.
It's called lazy programming.
Well, again, we're getting like Mortal Kombat 3 and past.
Oh, okay.
On. Yeah.
Because I remember seeing like a red and a purple.
Yeah, that was all later on.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we had green in this movie.
Yeah, that was Reptile. Yeah,
That was Reptile?
yes.
Yeah.
Didn't catch that.
I was just talking about how they said his name. They even said his name. He literally formed, did a fight pose, and then the voiceover guy said Reptile. And then started fighting.
I missed that in the
That's okay. You were
original screening.
That's fine. Well, I kind of would have liked it like how they did Scott Pilgrim, where like you have a title card basically. I think that would have
been more interesting. Yeah.
And maybe if you remake this, then you do that
and make it not suck.
Well, that too. I mean, at least try not to. He took her Caffrey.
Or you turn this into a 30-minute film, and it's golden.
And involve Hitler.
Oh, so you just want to and laser raptors.
Wait a second. There was Triceracop who could talk, and then there was T-Rex
who could talk.
That's right. Interesting. So how did Triceracop have a human body and a Triceratops head?
You're asking questions no one knows the answers to except the director.
And Thor.
Yeah. It's hammer time.
Hammer time.
Oh my gosh. He kept saying he was descendant of Kung Lao, and I was like, isn't that the place in Iron Fist? And then realized that it's
Kung Lao, and yes.
No, it's not Kung shit. I want to say Kung Pao.
It's Kung Lao.
Yeah, Kung Pao.
No, it's not Kung Lao. It's something else.
No, Kung Lao is the place where you're talking about in terms of Iron Fist. Kung Lao is the fighter that that is supposed to be a descendant, that is a ancestor of Liu Kang.
I thought it was.
Yes, it's one letter difference.
It's a hell of a drug.
Wait, what did you say? So okay. Don't explain it again.
So there's Kung Lao.
Kung Lao, yeah. Wait.
And then there's Kun Lao.
There's Kung Pao.
Kung Lao, is he like a raccoon?
No, sorry. Basically, it's one of them is Kungleau, and the other one is Kunlau.
I still thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was a completely different thing, and I can't seem to find it here. Kunlun is where he's from.
Oh, Kunlun.
Kunlun. I knew.
Damn,
I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug, I tell you.
Yeah, he's from Kunlun, and apprentices of him. He apprentices to Li Kung, the Thunderer. That's a bad name. The Thunderer, not his actual name. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I kept getting that confused. And then again, he kept saying flawless victory. There was really only two flawless victories. When Sub-Zero froze that guy, which, by the way, did he know going into that he was going to get frozen and blown up? No.
I'm going to say no. They were like, hey, man.
We're just going to do a little exhibition fight. And, by the way,
come on, join us for some fun, one-on-one over here.
Yeah. Man, Dax is feeling great. Dax looks like he'd take on the entire empire.
Yes. But yeah, so that was one, and then the Johnny Cage Goro fight. Only actual flawless victory. Everybody else kept saying it. That's not what it means. It means literally you didn't get hit, and you win.
That's weird. I don't think you know.
Yeah, you don't know what this means. Trope, I wrote rave where people with guns don't bother anyone. Hollywood dude has to travel with all of the things. The chosen one. Which, by the way, how did Johnny Cage get out of wherever the hell he was?
Hell?
Was he in ladder skeleton hell? How did he get out?
Yeah. Well, he probably did that backflip onto the ledge and then did another backflip onto the ledge above that.
And then
took the elevator.
He had a friend who's a producer. He had a Teamster drop him off. Sorry.
Oh, so is it like ground floor hell? 1 is Detroit, 3 South Carolina.
People, if you live in Detroit and listen to the show, let us know. We love you. Okay, we just want to know that.
I don't want to know where you live.
All right, you ready for some clippy clips?
Let's clip this up.
Clip it up. Here we go. Number 1. I titled this "Trust Issues."
60 seconds to target. Jax, is the perimeter secured?
Lockdown tight.
It better be. I want Kano.
Trust me, Sonya.
I trust one person on this planet, Jax. You're talking to her.
That's bad dialogue. Which
I've been like, F you, lady, and then quit.
Right. And by the way, the place clearly wasn't locked down because he walked out of there. So that's bad cop all around. That's just bad copying. So Spielberg, actual Steven Spielberg, is a fan of the video game and wanted to do a cameo as the director.
Okay, that was him.
No, it wasn't him because he couldn't make the shoot day. So the guy that they got to hire, they made him look just like Steven Spielberg. So
nice.
I thought this was kind of funny.
Where do you get these guys? And the press says, I don't know how to do this stuff?
Cut! All right, people, reset. We're back in 15 minutes.
I'm not doing it again.
No, what do you mean you're not doing it
I mean,
again?
I'm not doing
Johnny's
it again.
the last shot of the picture. Where are you going?
I'm going to my trailer.
No, you can't leave
I'm
me
going to get a
hanging.
gun. Then I'm going to shoot myself for being in your
kill
movie.
Me. You'll kill me. I'll be back directing traffic. Johnny, don't leave me hanging up here. You're killing me, Johnny.
Anyway, just I liked him.
Back directing traffic. The jokes in this movie bothered me.
It's a bad joke.
Every joke was a bad joke in this movie. They're all dad jokes.
They kind of are. Oh, yeah, when he's fighting Goro and looks down at him and says, "This is where you fall down." Yeah, it's a dad joke, but it's callback, and it's, I don't know. I thought it was fine. You're right. They're bad. They're bad. That joke was bad, directing traffic. That's not a thing. But here's a thing that's also not a thing. You don't need to shoot the entire scene again. You can do a close-up of him kicking that dude and he falls down. Done. Your movie's done. You've wrapped the movie. Good job.
Or maybe they're trying to do one single shoot.
Why?
Why not?
I just gave you a reason. Or Johnny just gave you a reason why not. The extra didn't know when to fall down. There's no reason to do it. Anyway, it's fine.
You could be like that scene in Daredevil where they're do the one shot and he's going through the hall, which is, again, still badass.
That scene is so flippin' awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
They had another scene like that. So I actually just rewatched Daredevil Season 2 and kind of just to get back in the mood because The Defenders comes out this summer. And they have another scene like that where it's like just a nice long continuous shot, and I thought it was still beautiful. Number 3, because we're dumb Americans, we like to watch too much TV.
Spare him, my Lord Raider. American life is enfeebled his mind. Too much television.
That's right. Andrew, this is one just for you. Ready?
Yep.
There we go. Just for you.
One of you 3 will decide the outcome of the tournament. The fate of billions will depend upon you. Sorry.
It's so bad.
It's just bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
He's like Master Roshi.
Yeah, just not as fun.
The fate of billions will depend upon you.
Are you gonna work on your Lambert accent?
I'm gonna call him Lambert. Lambert.
He was trying to I don't know, sound older than he is. I'm just trying to.
Or mysterious.
His motivation was for his weird sound in this movie.
I don't know.
Don't know. There's a reason. Let me just say, there's a reason he was replaced in the second one.
Yeah, by someone not nearly as good. Well, not or equally as bad.
True, but he was replaced.
And that movie, I have actually never seen that second movie because even in '97,
they just couldn't recapture the magic in that second movie.
Exactly. Well, everyone said the second one was
got
awful.
the magic
in me.
It's not lightning in a ball or anything.
Yeah, I already played this one, so I'm going to play it again.
Flawless victory.
Did you guys have any issues with the sound transfer with Netflix?
No.
No, actually, it was fine on my end.
I watched this on my TV, and it seemed fine. And then I put it on my computer to capture clips, and it was like the background music was twice as loud. I don't know why. All right,
Really?
Here we go. A stupid argument.
Oh, don't you dare do this to protect me, Johnny Cage.
Trust me. I got a plan.
Oh, I can't believe this. You are the most egotistical, self-deluded person I have ever met.
Yeah, well, you forgot good looking.
There you
Yeah.
Wait, you haven't heard my punch him in the balls yet.
go. Yeah. Speaking of punch him in the balls.
Damn! That hurt!
There you go. I actually thought that was kind of funny. And of course, I had to capture this.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
There you go. So now
You paid too much for him.
well, he's an actor. Whatever. It's fine. Here we go.
And now for some more bad news. Ready?
Brandon Lee was said to have been originally cast as Johnny Cage, but he died. So,
probably good for him that he wasn't in this movie, though.
The film's soundtrack went platinum in less than 2 weeks.
Dude, I had it.
I have to say, as much as I don't like the movie, the soundtrack is okay.
Yeah, like every time I went to the skating rink in the 90s, they played this.
The thing that I noticed, though, is my band has been playing this wrong for the past 9 years.
Wait, what?
Skating rink.
I don't care about what you're saying.
What have they been doing?
They've not been playing this. We play something called Mortal Kombat, but it's not what the original soundtrack is.
Maybe you couldn't afford it. Jean-Claude Van Damme turned down the role of Johnny Cage to do Street Fighter. The character in the game was originally based on him. So, kind of makes sense, actually. Guy they think is he's an actual martial artist who's an actor who they think that can't actually do the things that he does.
Yeah, but we don't need Johnny Cage with a French accent.
Well, also, if you're going to do it on Jean-Claude Van Damme, don't call him Johnny Cage. Or don't...
That's also very true.
Call him Jean-Luc Cage or something. I don't know.
Jean-Claude Van Shit.
Yeah, that's who. Bridget Wilson Sampras performed all her own stunts and refusing to do a double up to and including the fight scenes.
Andre.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I already said that one. Sean Connery...
Hello.
Yeah.
Was the Sam? It sounds like you have cotton balls in your mouth. You just came back from the dentist. Sean Connery was the first choice of the role of Raiden. However, Connery turned down the role. Obviously,
was this before or after Experimental Gentleman, or whatever?
League of Experimental Gentlemen. Yeah. Extraordinary Gentleman was like 2003. So
okay.
This one, I kind of feel like I want to make like a new segment for the show called, I don't know. I don't think I have a clip for it. No, not that.
Patient. There's
okay. It doesn't. That actually doesn't work. But it's like. I kind of think this isn't real, but anyway, it says Danny Glover was considered for the role of Raiden.
Danny Glover?
Yeah.
That would have been just the worst thing ever.
Like, and not...
get too old when it's
Okay, and don't get me wrong, people. It's not because he's black. It's just because I don't think he would work as that character. I don't know.
Oh, no. I'm completely with you.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't think it would have worked, but whatever. I'm glad he didn't do it. For his own sake.
Maybe Raiden's sitting on the toilet and there's a bomb there, and
yeah,
Liu Kang's got to talk him out.
Yeah, he's been there all night. His legs don't work. All right, so we've done this every now and then. The recasting, yeah, sorry. You're killing me, Riggs. So we do this recasting bit every now and then. So last night, I actually thought about this hard and actually took some notes and thought about this. And
were you on the toilet?
I might have been. I don't know. So here's my recasting, and then we can discuss at length or not. It's up to you. So Shang Tsung, again, this is 2017, right? Shang Tsung, I want Jet Li as Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. But make him fight.
Well, yeah, he will. He'll still fight at the end. He'll still be the one that has to fight Liu Kang. If he's going to still be the hero.
But if he's not Liu Kang, what do you call him at the end? Donnie Yen.
No,
Ooh.
I got him for a different character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So Shang Tsung's Jet Li. So I wrote Liu Kang was Stephen Chow. He was the guy who did Kung Fu Hustle. Now I have no idea how his English is, how good his English is. I just don't know. So I couldn't think of another kind of young, really popular Asian martial artist that's out right now. I couldn't think of one. What
about Glenn from The Walking Dead?
I don't know that show.
Oh.
I mean, so he was the only one I could come up with. Zac Efron as Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
It's not big enough, though.
No. You should go watch the Baywatch trailer.
He's built, but I'm talking like if you've seen Moana, like Maui sized.
He's a cartoon.
No, look, sorry, in the video game,
he's not even that bulky.
For guy, but he's not bulky. He's
yeah,
not the Hulk.
Yeah, he's not E Honda from Street Fighter. Yeah,
no, not at all.
No, he's not.
He's more like E Hyundai.
Yeah.
More accent than Hummer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not that big. Showing. I did just a Google image search for Johnny Cage, and like the most recent video game, he doesn't even look like he's all
shit in the video games.
Like he looks like he's not that big of a dude. I mean, like again, the images that they're showing me, it takes like 48 images to get to a scene from this movie. By the way,
should be buried further.
Oh,
I'm trying to think. He kind of looks like an actual like a real person. I just can't think of who it is. So anyway, Zac Efron is my Johnny Cage, and then for Sonya Blade, Sophia Boutella is the girl who is
on fire.
No, she played Knives, or the lady with the sharp, pointy legs in Kingsman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her. A girl that actually knows martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
My other pick for her would have been the girl that plays Elektra in the Daredevil TV show.
Daredevil.
Yeah, obviously not the other girl, Ben Affleck's wife. Yeah, Jennifer Garner. And then, as far as Raiden goes, I actually have two different actors, so it just depends on how you want to play it. So if you want to go with a white actor, to kind of go with the fact that Lambert is white. But I want someone who can actually fight, because all of the Google images that I found of Raiden, he's a young guy. He doesn't look old and decrepit like Lambert does.
All right, can we say Lambert? Because it really is Lambert, isn't it?
No, it actually is Lambert.
Really?
Yeah, he's born in America, but his parents lived in, I can't remember, France or whatever.
Guatemala.
Well, my name is now Jimmy Son.
Okay.
If he is Lambert.
I'll call you that.
That's stupid. It's like, have you heard Brian Regan?
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah. Born in Long Island, his family
suck my D.
His father is a UN diplomat assigned to Switzerland. He went to Paris. It was a French diplomat stationed in the U.S.
He's got the magic in him.
I was trying to find where it actually says, because it actually shows how it's pronounced. He turned down the role of Martin Riggs in Lethal Weapon in '87.
Oh,
Riggs. That was a mistake.
Wow.
There we go. Now we got Danny Glover back.
Yeah, weird.
Riggs.
Anyway, fine Lambert. I don't care.
Comes full circle.
Lambert. What was I saying? Oh, so anyway, if you want to go with white dude, but I want him to be able to fight, and I want him to be kind of large and imposing because he's supposedly a god, then I want Tom Hardy.
Ooh.
In that role. But if we decide, you know what, let's do an Asian dude, that's where Donnie Yen comes in. I can see. I'm kind
of with you there.
Yeah, Donnie Yen with the hat as being, because also his English is really great, and I can see him as that role, as this all-knowing, mysterious, wearing the white robe. The Force is with him. He is with the Force, kind of bit. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so that's it.
Spoiler, he's dead.
That's shit. Yeah, spoiler. Okay.
I yelled it out. It's been long enough.
It's not been a year. It's not even that doesn't even meet the rule that you made.
Oh, I said spoiler.
Well, you did. And then 1 second later said the spoiler. Oh, jeez.
Hey, you gotta be quick on that button.
Yeah, no kidding. Sorry. Anyway,
That's amazing.
So if you guys have any other thoughts on that, you by all means.
I think that sounds great.
Hey, folks, by the way, when I said it, I had my middle fingers in the air. I just want to let you know.
Were you shooting cops when you were doing it too, like the
I
robot
was.
from Kung Fury?
Was.
Nice. Well, if we want to move on from that, that's fine. Soundtrack grade, I gave this a TN for totally 90s. I loved it. Top 3, right? Yeah, that's where that part of this show is. Nope. That's not right. Nope. Sorry. New top 3 is.
It was a different time.
Sorry. Okay. Here it is.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Here we go. That's our top 3. Movies with tournaments. So some kind of tournament in the movie of some type of skill or whatever. Typically fighting tournaments. But maybe not. I don't know. Andrew.
Okay. Number 3. I had a hard time with this list, by the way, so my list is pretty sucky.
No, well.
Number 3. This is a Chuck Norris film called Sidekicks.
Oh yeah, with Jonathan Brandis.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I like.
You win because you made a Chuck Norris reference.
Yeah. So that's number 3. Number 2, we're going to say the movie Dodgeball.
Ah, nice.
With, what's his
Greg
name?
Louganis.
Greg
Ben Stiller and Vince
with
Vaughn
you?
and Sean
Vince Vaughn, yes. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Vince Vaughn. And I say that one because I've met Vince Vaughn, and I like to throw in Vince Vaughn movies when I can.
Did you met him?
I did. I actually literally ran into him.
Wait,
Oh, wow.
Really? Or are you just making fun of me?
No, I literally did.
No.
We were in Berlin, and I had just came out of the Music History Museum in Berlin, and he and his posse.
Posse. We'll want to have to bleep that one out too. Jeez.
I should say entourage.
Yeah,
Let me say that.
That's a better word.
We're walking down the street and
Smoking Indo.
And I walked right into him, and I did not realize who it was until after I got past him, and I didn't even take my camera out of my pocket.
He's a big man, isn't he?
So that's just right. Number 2, that was Dodgeball. Number 1, Happy Gilmore.
All right.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay.
Cool. I like it. Corny.
All right, I'm going to borrow a little bit from Andrew's book and go. My number 3 is Dodgeball. Because if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. My number 2. This is going to be kind of a stretch, but the replacements with Keanu Reeves because they are.
Yeah, they play games. That's fine. It's a tournament-ish.
And I'm just going to throw this out here. I know you guys aren't expecting it, but I'm going to go with my number 1 being Scott Pilgrim versus the World and the Toronto Battle of the Bands.
Well, just the whole movie is a tournament.
The whole movie is a tournament.
Well, no, it's not a tournament.
The evil X. Well, he's got to get to the next layer.
Prize?
Yeah, every time
you win to get to the next level.
He gets to the next level. Yeah, he gets some coins and goes to level 2. Then
no, it's not the point. You just have to fight them. But the actual tournament thing is the Toronto Battle of the Bands.
Okay, I mean you're arguing against your own movie, but
I am.
We're trying to help you out here, bud.
Yeah.
Look, I need to have an angle later. Just trust me.
All right, and then Sam.
All right, my number 3 is A Knight's Tale.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, man.
Yep. We Will Rock You. My number 2 is Hunger Games Catching Fire, the second one.
All right. Any of them would have worked. Well, I guess the first 2 would have worked.
Yeah. And my number 1 is Gladiator.
Damn. Good list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd watch any of those right now.
Right. Except that they're long.
Yeah, they are pretty long.
Well, I mean, they're welcome.
Oh, nice.
Nice. How about you, Sean? What you got?
Man, I'm still trying to find a third one. Honestly, my three aren't
Jurassic
really
Park.
they're not really good, and that doesn't work. So my number 3, because you guys are way better, and I didn't have time to plan this.
You didn't do your homework. You had to talk. That's
Well,
the problem.
Yeah. Number 3, I did Balls of Fury, that dumb ping pong movie.
Beer Fest. Have you ever watched Beer Fest?
I haven't.
That's another good tournament one.
I couldn't even.
Pitch Perfect.
Basketball. Yeah. There you
Pitch
go.
Perfect. That's actually. Where are you finding this list? Because I need this list that you're looking at.
Out of the top of my head, dude. Actually.
Really?
Brain.
Yeah.
Out of your brain hole. My brain's done.
I'm going to call it Sam's ass. Actually.
Yeah,
That's,
Pitch Perfect is actually way better, and I like Pitch
Sam's
Perfect.
ass, pretty close to the same.
Yeah, they're located in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm typing this. It doesn't matter. But anyway, Pitch Perfect is my number 3. Balls of Fury is my honorable mention. Number 2, Bloodsport. One of the first ever.
That's on my list of shame.
One of my first ever kick flicks I ever watched with my dad. Young Van Damme movie. And then my number 1, I'm actually surprised no one said either of these. It's the new Karate Kid movie.
Still have not seen the end of that movie.
Well, he wins.
Yeah.
You don't have to, is that what you said? Oh, you should watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
Way better than the 85 version. I don't care what you say. It's a better movie. Just saying.
Billy Zabka. No.
Billy, because he's the
Yeah,
actual.
2 words.
Karate
Billy
Kid.
Zabka.
Because he's the actual Karate Kid. I mean, Daniel's kind of a douche. Whereas in this movie, the kid, like the hero of the movie, kind of is a good guy. And Jackie Chan can act really well in that movie. And I cried.
Don't you ruin it.
I'm not going to ruin anything. What's the ruin?
Sucker. I don't know. I haven't seen the end of it.
How much is the end?
Broken.
The last 5
Spoiler alert, he's dead.
What
and
part?
they have to take Jackie Chan back and euthanize him or something?
What?
Yes.
All I heard was garble, garble, garble. Corny makes some weird joke, and then you said euthanize him. What are you talking about?
Like, you said it's sad. All I can see is Jackie Chan being brought out back behind the barn and being euthanized.
What part? What is the ending? What's the last part you saw?
I saw him when he just started training him.
That's not the ending. That's the movie.
I know. I haven't seen the end yet.
That's not the end. That's the movie. The training starts 1/3 of the way into the movie.
Okay, then I've seen a third of the movie.
I thought you meant like the end, like how the tournament fares out. No, you've just not seen the movie.
It doesn't turn out well.
Basically, they got to China and these kids are making fun of them or something, and then Jackie Chan's like,
That's like saying,
I will train you.
It's like saying, I haven't seen the ending of Jurassic Park. Well, which part did you see when they went through the big door?
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, good job.
And somebody was singing, nah, 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 over and over. It was
if you don't know Jurassic Park, you don't know shit. There you go. There's a callback for you.
Oh, that's another movie I really want to watch. I'm
You're right.
That montage song comes on my my iPhone.
Really?
At least once a trip heading into Morganton. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh well. I don't know. I don't know what to say other than. There you go. That's it. Out of 10. Oh, wait, we have an out of 10 clip. Sorry.
Wait, what's supposed to happen?
There you go. Out of 10. Andrew, let me guess. 3.
Oh. Is Andrew alive?
I was say, did you rage quit?
Sorry.
Drunk quit.
For this movie, like I said, didn't see a whole lot of point to the plot. And I thought that movies that, as I say, can't keep my attention aren't good movies. And this one didn't keep my attention because regardless of the fact that I have ADHD, this, I don't know. To me, it wasn't cohesive and it didn't flow the way I wanted it to flow. And on top of all the bad acting and bad dialogue, and I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it. So I'm probably going to say, I don't know, I enjoyed it more than some things we've seen.
Okay.
But not enough to give it a high score. So I'm just going to say a 4.2.
Okay.
Interesting.
Not a problem. You like
That's higher than I thought you'd do, actually.
Actually, it is. Yeah, it's just under The Giver.
Oh, wait.
Wait. Did he just do one for The Giver?
Yeah.
He did one under The Giver, yeah.
I kind of liked The Giver, though.
Well, you gave it a 4.7, so.
Okay, well, this one's got to be lower then.
Okay.
Let me just drop it a whole point.
Oh,
3.2.
3.2. Yeah.
There you go. That sounds better.
Yeah,
Okay.
I actually thought, ooh, that was a weird noise. That's where I thought you were going anyway. Yeah, the last time you did something that low was Monsters.
Yeah, this is right up there with that. I prefer to watch Star Crash over this.
Yeah.
Mm,
I'm with you on that one. I would prefer to watch Star.
Maybe.
I prefer to watch Zombievers over this.
No.
I can't go there.
Can't follow you there. Star Crash, maybe. I started watching the Mystery Science Theater 3000 of Star Crash, and actually, I think our jokes are funnier. But anyway, sorry. Corny.
Yeah. So I really want to hate the movie, but the nostalgia factor really.
Let the hate flow through you.
No, but the nostalgia factor is going to save it a little bit, and I depending on maybe time of the day, if it were on TV, I think I would probably watch about 10, 15 minutes of it before I decided that, yeah, this is still bad. So I'm going to give it a 4.729.
Okay.
Anal leakage is a.
I'm not making that the show name.
Is effect out of 10.
Oh, as funny as that is, is that the show name? Anal leakage?
I think it has to be.
Oh.
If you or a loved one experiences anal leakage, contact your doctor right away.
I don't want to write. I don't even want to write that word or that
By the
phrase.
way, I actually think anal leakage has now been
It's
just as
trending
a
on
show
Twitter.
name. It's a show name twice. I think Chad did it way early on.
Oh Lord.
I want to say around probably the first 15 episodes.
Really?
It was around butter on a Pop-Tart.
That was butter on a Pop-Tart was pretty good. One of the best things that ever happened on this podcast.
God rest his soul. Oh, Joe Pesci. Shit, we almost got.
Oh wow.
Almost got Damn, that was close. Yeah, it would have been really bad had that not happened.
Why, Sean? I said sarcasm.
Oh yeah, I would never have sarcasm when it comes to you guys. Sam, what's your freaking score?
I've got to give it some points just for nostalgia value. So I'm going to give it a 4.9 fecal incontinence out of 10.
Wait, what?
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Is that a new way of saying anal leakage? Is that what just happened? Sam, I'm not writing anal leakage. What did you write? What did you say, Sam? 4.7?
What did I say?
4.9.
4.9.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. All right, fine. You're making me nervous, Sam. You're in my spreadsheet.
What?
Oh my gosh, somebody just texted me. I want to go higher than all of you. I know I'm going to go higher than all of you.
You would.
Hell yeah, I would.
I gave Troll like a really high score.
Well, yeah. So, you know what? This movie caught me in a good mood. In a mood. I mean, it's been a rough, whatever. We've had some good movies recently. Oh my Lord, Sam, get that out of there.
I was just going to go, is it a bag of dicks or?
Sam, for those of you who want to know at home, I'm sure you really do. Sam is in my Google spreadsheet where I keep all of my scores and things, and posted a picture that says warning, beware of anal leakage. So it's actually pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to give this movie, because I thought that the action was actually pretty good when it was Johnny Cage fighting Scorpion and Liu Kang fighting Shang Tsung and a couple of other little moments. I thought the Goro, I guess, stop motion parts were okay for 95.
Holy cow, do not look up anal leakage.
No, God, no.
What
the hell's wrong with you?
Oh.
Yeah, you're not going to better go to sleep tonight.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting off of that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You go look at some.
And my interest is peaked. All right, I'm going.
No, God, don't you freaking put that on Facebook. I will I'll kick you off this podcast. No, I'm just teasing. All right. Corny's like, challenge accepted. Sam, what are you doing? Seriously, you're freaking me out. I'm going to give this movie a 6.5. There you go. I said it.
Wow, 6.5 over.
Good for you. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, 6.5. You guys are all gross. What?
That puts it up there with Galaxy Quest.
For me?
Yeah, and
Forbidden
Kingdom.
You'd rather watch
Fargo?
I'd rather watch. I put the wait. What?
You'd rather watch this than Tremors?
Yes.
About Hellboy?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, hell no.
I just didn't think Hellboy was all that good. Did I really put this above Galaxy Quest?
Yes, you did.
No, it's up there with it.
Replacements? You'd rather watch this than Replacements?
No, probably not. Replacements is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Galaxy Quest on my screen. I guess so. You're looking at the average.
Yeah.
Because we don't. I don't have individual.
I'm just looking at Sean's column.
Yeah, well, because ours only goes back to Last Action Hero, which apparently I gave this an 8. Or
Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like a favorite movie of yours. So
no.
Yeah, I don't.
Nostalgia based.
I don't. That seems strange. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. That's my score, and I'm sticking to it. Or until Sam changes it. That's it. So that's our show. Thank you for listening. Next week we are doing something called John Dies at the End.
Spoiler alert.
Interesting.
No idea what it is. I've heard of it once. I don't know what the hell it is, and that's fine. No Sam next week. Sam's
You
going
boys
to
have fun. Yeah, sorry guys.
He's going to Vegas. So
It's gonna have some anal leakage in Vegas.
Get out of the pool,
So,
Sam. So
Yeah.
we might have my brother-in-law JP on. He's been on before. He's a good dude. That's gonna do it for our show. Right? Is that it? Do I need to play anything else?
The devil.
Okay, fine, Chad. Jeez, I'm gonna hit
Just the Mortal Kombat soundtrack, and then we're out.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. So yeah, that's it.
By the way.
Yeah. That's our show. Thank you for listening. GoFundMe.com/cheapseat reviews. Help us pay for the show. Appreciate it. Listen to our Anchor app.
Such thing.
Well, you don't have to. Our Anchor app, I post stuff there probably 2 or 3 times a week, just little fun little tidbits. We'll talk later about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think that might be happening. Maybe we'll do a spoiler episode in 2 weeks. I don't know. We'll see. Leave us a review, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube. All of those are viable places for you to do those types of things. And frankly, reviews help us. If you can review us,
please.
More. If everyone that listened did a review on iTunes, then maybe we could get into the top 20 whatever, and then we can get more listeners, which is kind of the point, which would be great. Visit our website, cheapseatreviews.com. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/cheapseatreviews. And follow us on Twitter at cheapseatcast. And, of course, you may always send us your emails to cheapseatreviews.com. The only email I've gotten recently is about the 12th Annual Podcast Awards. Which...
Do we get anything?
No, you have to... Well, no, the nomination process is now, and we can nominate ourselves to be eligible and pay the $10 registration fee, and then
not win.
And then not win, which is fine. But anyway, it's fine. So on behalf of Corny, Andrew, Sam, it was really fun this week. And we'll see you next time.